What is up, guys? So I've got another deck profile for you here today. This is going to be my Paleozoic MEKK Knight build. Yes, you heard me right. Paleozoic MEKK Knight. Guys, look, I've got so much spice for you. So if you're enjoying it, you want to see some more, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty more to come soon. Right, so the idea behind this deck is really just the idea that MEKK Knights are terrible going first. And what this deck really allows you to do is take advantage of their weakness going first by using the Paleozoic monsters, as MEKK Knights don't need their normal summon. Now, this is quite an old build. I understand that, and so that's why I'm not using Yugioh, because it doesn't really fit into that. And I decided not to add Yugioh and update him for this build because he just doesn't really fit in with what you're trying to achieve with this deck strategy. But it is still a very, very good deck. It will do a lot. It can generally play through most matchups quite well because you've just got so much utility between your Paleozoics and your MEKK Knights. And Swap Frog is a very, very good monster. I mean, just by himself, he pretty much gets you to that totally awesome, which is amazing. So he's a really nice monster to have in the deck, and then being able to put up the totally on top of all the other back row negates you have, it's just amazing. So it's a really strong deck, and it can go second quite well as well. As long as you draw one or two MEKK Knights, you're fine for going second as well. So it's just a really nice build. It's very unique. But yeah, we start off with, let's talk about the MEKK Knights first. So I play one MEKK Knight Avram, and the main reason why you play him is just that he's your searchable normal summon. Simple as. MEKK Knights don't usually use their normal summon, so if you don't get one of your toads in your hand, he's a nice one to search, just so you can abuse that normal summon and search him. So he's great to have. So one Avram, 3 Nightform, 2 Indigo Eclipse, 1 Red Moon, 1 Yellow Star, 3 Blue Sky. So standard ratios. This is your spell and trap pop, this is your monster pop. This is all about that slide to the left, slide to the right, things that MEKK Knights have going on. And then you've got your 2 searchers in purple and blue. Nothing really to talk about with that. And then moving on for the traps, we played 2 World Legacy Secret. This card is awesome. Negates a card. It can special summon a MEKK Knight from the graveyard or level 5 or higher monster, and then negates a card that any card activated, any monster effect activated in the same column as a MEKK Knight monster is negated. Now, what's amazing is this negates things like Pankratops as well. Basically, where the card is activated is what this card cares about. So it doesn't matter if it tributes itself off the field as activation, because it was activated on the field. So Pankratops exactly is the best example. If it activates on the field, this will negate it as long as it's activated in the same column as a MEKK Knight monster. That's what makes this card so good. A lot of opponents do not know that, and it makes this card amazing. But yeah, so that's the MEKK Knight part of the deck. Then the Toad part of the deck. So we play 3 Swap Frog, 2 Ronin Toadin, and 3 Dupe Frog. These are amazing. This is really just about using Swap Frog to kind of continue to bring himself out, send your Ronin and your dupes, and then your Ronin will keep banishing frogs from the graveyard to special summon himself and allow you to link climb. And what's really, really good about this is that it doesn't only have to be used to make your totally awesome. You can also use it to just link climb in general and have materials for the other stuff. So even if you don't necessarily have the materials to go into a totally plus anything else, you can just kind of use that to climb up into the Avramax or something, which is great. So yeah, it's really, really, really nice package to have in the deck. Then we move on to the Paleozoic side of the deck, and this is awesome. This is what allows MEKK Knights to create their own columns, because between having the Swap Frogs and blah 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 to start, and then having the Paleozoic Oleonoids and all of that nonsense, you have traps that you're going to be setting. You have monsters that you're going to be able to get into the extra deck to use the EMZ, and then you'll be able to easily make a zone even on turn 1. So we've got 3 Paleozoic Oleonoids, very good card, pop, spell or trap. Paleozoic Dynamiscus. What makes this card particularly good is that this card happens only if you get the banish, so you don't need to worry about paying the cost and then it's like, oh, now I've neg 2 because I haven't been able to do anything. No, it's only going to be a neg 1 if you activate this, and then your opponent somehow doesn't allow you to resolve the banish. Hallucinogena. This is quite good for modulating attack events. I like cards like this because damage step, you can really screw over your opponent by activating this in the damage step. 1 Canadia. If Book of Moon's a card, this is underrated card, but it's actually quite good. It does a lot against certain decks. Just being able to, for example, again, another deck, you'll notice I'll use this as an example a lot. Salamangreat. You can Book of Moon their first normal summon, and suddenly you can't link summon. They can't do anything. So it's really, really good. I like this card Canadia a lot. And because I am kind of playing totally slash Paleozoics, that's why I have the bigger Paleozoic monster count. Then moving on from that, we have our kind of utility draw spells. So 3 Desires, 1 Upstart. We don't play a lot of spells, and the main reason for that is we play 1 Imperial Order. This is game against so many decks. If you I accidentally killed it out of my deck, but yeah, if you resolve an Imperial Order against a lot of decks, they just can't do anything. The game is over for them, and so that's why we play one of that Imperial Order. You can have anti-spell as well in your side deck if you would like, that does the same thing. Then we have 1 Heavy Storm Duster, again just for killing back row, 2 Solemn, 2 Strike, 1 Imperm. So now with your Heavy Storm Duster and your strikes, these can really be switched around for anything. Same with the Imperm, so you can play 3 Imperments then. It's really about, again, knowing exactly what you're coming up against, but this is kind of like a nice spread of what you would want to have, especially for this format. This is, I would say this is kind of a consistent format. You see, that's why I'm playing not a lot of spells, so I can run that Imperial Order as well. So that is the main deck, very straightforward main deck. Then moving on to the extra, we have 1 Miss Starboy, very good link monster. It's nice just to bring out for your toads when you summon them. You can also use your Paleozoics to make it as well. Then we have Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn and Masquerena. Simple things again, this is just removal and such. Security Dragon is a really good card. It can out quite a few cards and your opponent won't realize, just because if it points to a monster while it's co-linked, you can bounce it back to the hand, which is really nice. A lot of the times your opponent won't be aware of that. Again, Salamangreat, you can destroy their deck because you can just bounce it back. Longearsu, if they happen to leave that out, you can bounce that back and they can't do anything about it. So it's a really nice monster to have in your extra deck. Coral Anemone. So the reason why we play this card is mainly just because it allows us to do some link climbing. So one of the main plays I will do is I will go into this, then bring out a Swap Frog again. Usually that will mean I can send another material to Grave for another Reigning Tone and bring him out again, go into any link 2 and then go into Avramax. So that's one, not into Avramax, go into any link, go into any rank 2 so I can go into Totally Awesome. So that's another real strength of Coral Anemone. She's just a nice card to have on the field. Then moving past, we have our 2 Morning Stars. Again, we know I play it. This card wins the game because people don't read it, and I'm not going to read it for you either. Learn to read your cards, then you won't lose against this card. But yeah, moving on, we have Spectrum Supreme. Really good card just for kind of pushing for game and punching your opponent in the face. There's also a few cute combos you can do with it, and 1 Crusadia Avramax. This card is OP. We love it. Then moving on from that, we have our Xyz monsters. Now, you have a lot of flexibility in what rank 2s you play. I choose to play the Paleozoics because I do actually like the Paleozoic monsters, but you don't have to. You can play other rank 2s, or you can even add more link monsters if you want. But yes, I play 2 Opabinia, 2 Anima, whatever, it has another name, I can't pronounce it, that's a long one. Then 1 Totally, it's a shame Totally got taken out to 1. That's probably the biggest weakness of this deck. Before, it was lovely having Totally at 3, but unfortunately now that it's only at 1, you can only play 1 Yugioh. But it's not too much of a problem. It's only a problem if it gets banished because it does recycle itself, which is lovely. But yeah, that is the main and extra deck. So guys, this is my Paleozoic Mech Knight build. This is a really, really strong build, a really, really strong deck. I love playing it so much. Guys, if you want to see more spicy decks like this, hit that like button, leave a comment, tell me what you want to see, and subscribe to my channel. I've got more great content coming out for you soon. So I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.